Hey guys, and welcome back to Ayakashi. This is part 8, and I think this is going to be the last episode. So things are all going to wind up in this episode, and we're going to find out whether we've hit all the right options and whether we've won Akito's heart. I generally don't know what's going to happen. I'm losing all track of what's happening. I don't know whether they're going to sing again, whether he's going to be the chief. It's all up in the air at this point. So let's carry on and find out what happens. So, the smell of herbs is carried in from the window. The other day, I talked to Akito to see if I could cultivate something at least. So, I eventually planted something easy. Like herbs. I thought growing herb garden attached to this Japanese-style cabin would look strange, but when I see them together, it's a peaceful view. Well, amateurs can't start farming alone all of a sudden. I should try planting something simple like seedlings, such as tomatoes and green peppers, but of course, it wouldn't grow that fast. I noticed Akito was looking over from behind when I was placing the fertilizer around green pepper seedlings. Akito sat next to me and grabbed some fertilizer. I didn't expect that Akito, who's the popular fox-ear guitarist, would be placing fertilizer around the peppers on the mountain. I didn't know there would be a day that I'd be living with Akito. It's peaceful, calm and happy environment. Akito watered, tapped the soil lightly around the seedlings, and spoke to the green pepper. I want to raise these like... Whoa, jumping the gun there, sunshine. I want to raise these like babies. It's like our children, isn't it? What? You do know where babies come from, don't you? They're not Cabbage Patch Kids. It's because I gave him a surprise voice. Akito looked puzzled. What is this? All of a sudden. Nothing? I was turning red, but I didn't want him to look at me, so I turned around. Of course, that was no use. The Akito saw my blushing face. He was too quick. No, there's no other meaning. Yeah, of course it's not, son. I know. We must have looked funny because we were both being shy and awkward. Akito suddenly cleared his throat when I was looking down with embarrassment. You know, you can take it directly if you want. I don't mind. No. When Akito said that, suddenly I felt the pulse of magatama. What? My ears. Why? I wasn't able to control my power before, but I can do it now. The ears on Akito's head and his tail at the back are gone now. What caused it? Maybe the magatama's in a better mood? Akito and I both were wondering and tilting our heads. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I pick some herbs that are fully grown, while Akito puts away the fertilizer and washes his hands. Hey, is there anything we need at home? We can go shopping. To where? I asked while I was putting some basil into a basket, so I looked back. Akito was in the form of a complete human. Recently, I feel much better. I feel like I can keep my strength under control. I think we could go out for a while. I've only seen him in the form of fox these days. That it's really refreshing to see him in human form. Well then, I do have some favours that I wanted to ask you. Akito pulled a grumpy face. Oh, you said you wanted to go to the town, right? Why are you holding back? Akito, but if I go with you again, don't you think there's a chance that the magatama might respond to you and go out of control? I don't know, but I'm in a good condition right now. I'm asking you because know I have the strength that I can protect you. Don't you understand? When he pulls me over to his side whilst blushing, I can't say no to him. Okay, thank you. Akito took my hand gently. Although I am satisfied with Although I am satisfied with oh my god. Why can't I say that word? Although I am satisfied with life here with Akito, I am worried about everyone else. From K-Suke, I heard that Kosei went back to the house in the village. Yuki is living quietly doing some part-time job, and Kasumi hasn't been seen recently. He's probably dead. I want to make sure that all the Foxeer members are doing well. Just then, from the herb garden, K-Suke is walking towards us. Oh, K-Suke, you're just on time. Just on time. It seems like my power has calmed down, so we were thinking of going somewhere. It seems like the magatama isn't reacting much towards him, so... K-Suke looked disappointed when we told him. Even though I threw you guys together in this place, you couldn't break the Oh no! Oh, does that mean I fucked up? Huh? K-Suke didn't answer and stood in front of us. He suddenly touched Akito's chin and lifted his face. Through us? What? What? Akito emanated a bitter voice. Akito! K-Suke! What's the matter with you? When Akito lost his temper and opened his eyes widely, his ears and tail grew and he transformed back into a fox. Akito pushed away K-Suke's arm and flew back. Ting! Even if you change into fox now, is that it? Is K-Suke a bad guy? Is he like the Sephiroth of this game? K-Suke was disappointed when he looked at Akito's appearance. What are you doing, K-Suke? When Akito started barking, woof! Woof woof! K-Suke gave a waved hand gesture as a sign of disappointment. Let's put it this way. I am tired of waiting. You are tired of waiting? As per my habit, I grabbed the magatama out of fear. The magatama started to pulse and burn hot. I've been watching over that magatama. I thought the seal would finally be broken by his descendants. It didn't work all these years for you guys to enjoy married couple life. I mean, I didn't work all these years for you guys to enjoy married couple life. I knew he was a bad guy. I said that from the start, didn't I? I said he looked like a Sesshomaru or something. Watching over, K-Suke, who are you? With Akito's question, K-Suke gives a small smile. Even in the village, everyone thought I was just a fox, but I've been living in this world more than 1,000 years. When K-Suke spoke, it made me remember something. The name that the yin-yang master and the fox said their friend was K-Suke. More than 1,000 years. So you mean during the Heian period? K-Suke, you know the fox that's been sealed inside the magatama? What? What? Kito looked back at me surprised. I saw that in my dream. A woman who is a yin-yang master and a fox talking that they have a friend called K-Suke. I thought that was a different person. Oh no, K-Suke, so you knew all about this? Why he was sealed in the magatama and how the seal can be broken? No, I do not know anything. She and the great fox who was sealed in the magatama were best friends of mine. Originally, I was the first one who met her. I loved her. I heard that there's a yin-yang master who the foxes were struggling with. Back then, I was still full of loaf. I was so full of bread, I went to see the human villagers because I was curious about what kind of person they were. You went there? Well, more like I challenged her. In those days, it was just me and the great fox, my best friend, getting up to mischief. Looking back, I was being a nuisance, even taking on two yang-yang. The fuck? Even taking on two yang-yang teachers, they were still weak humans, so I attacked her, but it actually ended up in her defeating me. When she caught me, I cried out, saying that I'd rather die than be used by her. But she said she won't do such a thing. Instead, she enjoyed the match. She asks me to come back again for another fight, and left me. I could never imagine K-Suke having that kind of attitude, compared to now, but I understood now why my ancestor was called the Odd One in the dream. Maybe my ancestor just wanted to have friends. I thought I was being fooled, so I went to challenge her many times. That's why the first friend she gained was K-Suke. And the fourth time of the battle, my best friend, Byakuya, wanted to see the yin-yang master who I've been obsessed with. I said I wanted to beat her myself, so I asked him not to assist me at all. In the end, when I was blown away by the attack, he defended me. He got injured on his right leg. Oh! I remember the dream I saw when Akito was taking care of me. I've seen it in my dreams too. The fox I met when I was walking in the mountain was injured on his right leg, so she gave him some ointment she had. Then the fox said he'd be sure to go visit her again to thank her. Oh, that injury gave him a chance to meet her. I guess I did something that I shouldn't have. K-Suke says his words, self-deprecatingly. Why did you keep silent until now? You know, right? You know why he was sealed, whether he was betrayed or not. Akito started to grab K-Suke. Yeah, I know everything. So what? I've been watching it all. From the day you guys were born, I've been watching over you guys, but it wasn't for the best. Right at that moment, K-Suke grabbed Akito's arm and twisted it, snapping it in half. Ah! K-Suke throws Akito. Akito lands with his frowning face because of the pain when his arms were twisted. Akito! Why are you doing this, K-Suke? It's because you guys were too slow. No matter how long you guys are living peacefully like this, the seal isn't going to break. It'll be the end of the rule of the fox. I'll make sure we won't go extinct. We'll grow lots of peppers together. Well, what do youngsters know about it? I've been watching over for it for 1,000 years. I told you, I'm tired of waiting. The wind roughly blew around K-Suke. I closed my eyes and I tried staying stable. And when we reopened my eyes, there were 4 fluffy tails and ears that had grown back. K-Suke was standing before us, challengingly. Ding! K-Suke! His cold, shining eyes, he had an enormous intensity that I can't imagine with his usual appearance. The great fox still exists. This is my true appearance. Behold! With a groan, he was knocked down with his tails falling near Akito's feet. Tails! Or is he like a Vulpix or something? He's got like multiple tails. Damn! Akito, who barely avoided the attack, fights back and attacks with his claws. Oh, shit, yes, come on! It's boring if you keep on just running away. I haven't had this appearance in such a long while. Oh yeah, he's got look at his tails. He's not Vulpix, he's a Ninetails. Let me rampage a little like old days. Oh yes, come on Akito, kick his ass. The weaker you are, the louder you bark. You're just guy with more tails. When Akito starts screaming, he started transforming too. My magatama! As a response to Akito's scream, my magatama also begins to shine and pulsate with power. Good. Just evoke Byakuya's power. Breathe it in. Akito, who transformed into a beautiful mythical creature, took a flying kick to attack K-Suke. You! So that means you've been observing and making fun of me, Kasumi and others too? His tails have gone again. I'd rather want to be described as someone who watched over you. I was in hibernation, but I was woken up when her reincarnation was born. The magatama woke me up. Even if Akito bites K-Suke's leg, it is bigger than Akito's whole body. His leg is bigger than K-Suke's leg is bigger than Akito's whole body. How big has he gone? He wouldn't be able to give damage to K-Suke much at all. What? She's not just a descendant, but the reincarnation? Yeah, no doubt she looks just like her, a spitting image of her. Me? Reincarnation of Yin Yang, Master? The power of the magatama is flowing into Akito steadily. Ah! It burns! Akito was groaning and bent forward in pain. Akito! The power of the magatama is flowing into Akito briskly. What the fuck? Akito's blood vessels are swollen. When Akito starts screaming loudly, his tail is also increased to 3. Vulpix versus Ninetails. Akito, get yourself together, man! Although I want to help Akito, the magatama isn't listening to me. Why? If I were her reincarnation, please tell me! Akito, it's boring if you just suffer. Here. K-Suke grabs the collar Akito and... I think he means grabs Akito by the collar and tugs it roughly. Shut up! Akito jumped aside and dragged his claws across K-Suke's eyes. Oh, blinding him. Good boy. Ah! Akito's claw grazed K-Suke's eye. While K-Suke leaned backwards, Akito gained some distance. Akito tries to calm his breath. Instead, K-Suke's claw caught him from the side and he was thrown, hurtling into a rock. Ah! Damn you, you old fart! Akito fell on his face and can't move. You can just imagine Akito, like, just flat out on the floor, face down. Just like, damn you, you old fart! Don't call me old nab. No, he called you an old fart. You're being disrespectful. I just lived longer than I expected. That's why I was already tired of waiting. Even if I attack Akito, I don't think the seal is going to be broken. Then. 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 Oh no, he's stuck on a loop. In case his eyes turned to me. If I try killing her, will you come out? Byakuya? Ooh. What? It hurts! I didn't have time to scream properly when I noticed K-Suke's claw pressing me against the rock. Oh no, Blanche, don't die! I can't breathe, but the magatama is only shining weakly and it doesn't protect me against K-Suke. If it does not respond to even this, maybe it's because it has Byakuya's power. I'm your enemy now. It was trying to connect with the magatama and get it to do something. Anything. K-Suke brings his face closer as if he's going to kiss me. As if a big wolf is towering over me, I can see his fangs, as though I'll be eaten shortly. Oh, what do I want to do? So, if I talk to K-Suke, he's not going to fucking listen, is he? He's just going to chomp my face off. And if I ask for help, Magatama's not doing anything anyway. I'm going to shout for Akito, aren't I? Like, if you're in a bad state and there's someone next to you, you're going to shout for that person, so call Akito. Yes! His heart upped. Akito, run! When I screamed, K-Suke looked surprised. If you let Akito go right now, you understand that I'm going to kill you. K-Suke, if you do something to her, I won't forgive you. Oh, this is way more badass than Kitty Love. Akito, on one knee, tries to stand up, but the one side of his arms is still dangling and not moving. Uh-oh, he's broken. Maybe he is injured too badly. K-Suke stopped moving for a while, releasing his weight from crushing me. K-Suke? Why are you eating me? I felt strange looking into K-Suke's eyes. It's a beautiful colour between warm orange and golden yellow. When I gaze at the eyes that are bigger than my face... So he must have grown in size then. He must have like tripled in size. Because if his eyes are bigger than her face and his leg is bigger than Akito's body. K-Suke looked down for a moment as if he was saying sorry. Whoa! Stop! Next moment, I saw K-Suke swipe his claws towards me. At the same time as I heard Akito's scream, I felt my shoulder being torn as I got slashed. Holy shit! With the sudden unbearable pain and red-stained vision, I lost my consciousness. Oh shit. Shit. Is it gonna be like a Romeo and Juliet? We're both gonna die. Before I realised it, I was crying. I shed my tears freely, holding on to the magatama tightly, letting my tears flow down my face. Don't cry anymore. Why? Why did it end up like this? Why did you slash me? The person standing next to me in my dream was K-Suke for sure, but when I looked closer, he looked a little younger than the one I know. He has been foolish this whole time. He was too busy playing house with you. This forced me to act. K-Suke was enraged. I couldn't stop my tears from running down my face. My shoulders were burning, painfully. What happened? I can't remember. Who am I? Am I Spider-Man? I looked down to hide my tearful eyes, but when I closed them, behind my eyelids, I could see a sky full of stars. Under the starry sky I sat under with the great fox almost every night. Red Waka played the flute. Those days we forgot that he was a mystical creature and I am just a human. It was a happy day. Hey, Byakuya! When I went hunting, I found a beautiful lake. Do you want to go? Yeah, but are you okay to stay with me every night like this? Are you someone from the village won't say something about us? Why? I am a mythical creature, and you are a yin-yang master, right? If I was coming for a sparring match like K-Suke, then it's understandable, but I am here just to see you. Don't say that. Not all mythical creatures are the enemies of humans. I know this, because I am a yin-yang master. If they say that they don't want a yin-yang master like me, then I'll also leave the village. You can't leave your hometown that easily. And also, Byakuya looked at me with such heart-rending sorrow. It was hard for me to say anything to solve our problems. Instead of thinking about that, listen to this. I learned how to play my flute to the melody of your song. I play the red flute that I received the other day. In a soft tone, the music that flows from it is gentle and sorrowful. What do you think? I'm sorry. There were cool lips, much closer than my body temperature, pushed against mine the moment I removed the flute. The taste of these lips was so familiar. So is Byakuya... So Akito is Byakuya's reincarnation as well? Or is he in the necklace? I'm really confused. Akito. What I remembered was a kiss at the beach. Then, when I noticed, it was Akito who was kissing me. Probably it was just in the dream. My brain is so fuzzy. I couldn't tell whether it was a dream or reality, or the loss of blood. Akito, who kissed me, had a sweet, sorrowful smile. the hand he touched my cheek with was trembling. Oh no, she's gonna die. Blanche is gonna die. I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. I couldn't keep our promise. When Akito hugged me tightly, I finally remembered the reason why my shoulder was burning. That's right, with K-Suke's nails. Instead of the pain, I was shocked by the impact and how hazy my memory was. Then, this must be the afterlife. Fucking hell, am I like dead? Hey, Akito, where is this? Am I by the river Styx? When I turned around, there was no Akito. Instead, a huge, smouldering red fire heading towards me from far away. I didn't take much time to realise that it wasn't a fire from a lantern. There it is! It's the fox monster! There it is! It's the fox monster! It ran away from the fire! Is everyone alright? Is everyone evacuated? An angry roar surrounds me from all sides. No! I remember I was supposed to run away from the village with Byakuya tonight. It was outrageous for the yin-yang master to be in love with a mythical creature. I was urged to make a decision, whether I leave the village with the fox, or as a yin-yang master, seal him away. I didn't have any doubt about my decision, but when I ran over to the burning village, there was a large white fox standing in my path. Why did you do this, Byakuya? You brought me to the village like this? You were tricking me this whole time. You still are a human after all, I see. No, that's a lie. I never knew about this. I never doubted my innocence, but I was shedding tears nonetheless. You see, you're being fooled. Seal him quickly. You can do this. This is all K-Suke's fault. What a knob. Hey, a child there. Run away. The fox will eat you. When I turned back from the villager's voice, Byakuya's claws swiped the young boy who was too slow running away from the fire. I heard that most of the villagers had been evacuated, but some still remained. Byakuya! Why? The despair of being betrayed spread through my heart. I prepared a hamea, an arrow used in exercising ceremonies that I carry on my back at all times. I aimed at those golden eyes and let the arrow go. Yes, that's it. The moment I released an arrow, Byakuya muttered and smiled. I shrieked, but no sound came out. It happened at the same time as I collapsed to my knees. Byakuya was sealed by the hamea and was swallowed into the magatama. Shit. I was crying again. There's K-Suke at the back, but I don't see Akito. So he wanted to be sealed. That's the impression I'm getting, unless it's just a bad translation, but it seems like he wanted to get sealed away. The child who was about to be killed. That is K-Suke's transformation, right? Why didn't I realise? Normally you would know, but Byakuya gave you a hallucination grass into your mouth. What the fuck? He gave you a hallucination grass into your mouth when he kissed you. Why did you do that much to make me enjoy working with them? After doing something so horrible? Why? K-Suke tried to reach out for me, but when I collapsed in tears, but dropped his arm in defeat. As if he was saying that he's not worthy to touch me. Then, Akito appeared next to me. Byakuya had the mightiest power among all the foxes. He didn't know when it would go out of control. I knew that. But that's why he didn't want you to choose him and watch you be hurt. That wouldn't have happened. I am with child! I'm pregnant! I'm crying in the dream. Now it's just going to be me and this baby! Oh god, I'm a single mother! What the hell? I just realised the words pouring out from me from the dream. Akito froze. I was stroking my belly softly in my dream. Only K-Suke stayed with me the whole time. Don't worry. I'll be watch over that child for 1,000 years. Until she will be reborn as the reincarnation of the Yin-Yang Master. Huh? Later on, the child governed the land and his descendants also became the Yin-Yang Masters who fought against evil. So is Akito descended from the child, or is she descended from the child? If they're descendants, does that include me? If so, I have Byakuya's blood as well. Me and the child born from her, we both were looking for the peaceful days when it's time to unseal the fox. But as the time passed, that wish has become a mere skeleton. Instead, I just guarded the amulet. K-Suke murmured sadly. This is the truth. I'm sorry that you guys needed to be part of all this. You're an idiot! If you have told us this before, then you didn't have to suffer alone. K-Suke gathered me and Akito together in a bear hug. With the warmth from their bodies, I quietly closed my eyes. I'm still bleeding out. I'm still bleeding out, by the way. I'm glad that we're friends again after you just slashed my arm off. I heard a scream as I sunk deeply into my consciousness. Hey, wake up! Akito! No! Is that you, Byakuya? What? Unlike the dreams I had earlier, the impatient voice of K-Suke is echoing in my ear. What is this? I thought I was dead. I opened my eyelids desperately. Just that alone sent a massive shockwave of pain running through my shoulder and down my arm. K-Suke! I laughed, hearing the sound of my own hoarse voice scratch through my dry throat. My mouth was coppery with the taste of blood. Oh, you're conscious. You shouldn't talk much for now. The wound is blocked, but the bleeding is intense. K-Suke rubbed my back and looked up to the sky. I wasn't able to look up to his face. My body wouldn't move. I realised that there's a huge shadow appearing in front of K-Suke. Akito? I couldn't find anywhere Akito who was calling me all the time. Although I looked for the appearance of Akito, who was always called me, I cannot find it anywhere. Akito, keep your energy inside. You can do this. The huge shadow ran along the ground towards K-Suke, who was screaming in pain. When I timidly looked up, there was Akito, groaning and suffering. 9 tails of burning flame was swishing behind him. That's Akito? Ah! He looks like a hell beast with golden eyes. I wonder what my dream was about. Is it a confession that the magatama showed? I'm sorry. I thought if I exposed you to mortal danger, the seal of the magatama will be broken. So the seal is broken now? So all the power is in Akito's body? Yeah. Akito is the last of the purebred foxes to be worthy of this power, but the power of Byakuya has been unbalanced while it's been sealed away. K-Suke bites his lip. K-Suke says he's tired of waiting and also attacking. The truth was to provoke us into breaking the seal. If Akito takes over the power of Byakuya successfully, he'll be able to protect the family and also able to leave the village. K-Suke was trying to give Akito a way to sing again. K-Suke has watched over us for 1,000 years. If we repeat the actions of our ancestors, this tragedy from 1,000 years ago will happen all over again. Is there anything I can do? The magatama had lost its light already, but if I am descendant from that yin-yang master and Byakuya, will there be the possibility to absorb Akito's power? A little bit? A little smidgy bit? I've used up my power for healing your wound. We can't try again until I regain my energy. Akito! Go away! If you're close to me right now, I'll burn you! K-Suke pulled my hand and let me get up. If I lend you my power, I think we might be able to seal Byakuya back inside Akito. I'm going to seal him. Akito groans. It's painful to hold and to control the power that's swirling inside him. Yes, but then we won't be able to save the Fox Village, since it'll be weak and without great warriors in the future. Oh! There's no race that lasts forever. In this long history, there are many other kinds that have disappeared. K-Suke has a bitter smile. Maybe it was me being selfish all along. It was the desire of a foolish fox who couldn't save his best friend and protect his own kind. But still, we can't give up this easily. You and I, we both did this to protect what's important to us, didn't we? You've been doing this out of your selfishness until now? Don't give up yet! Akito grabs K-Suke's chest. Even though K-Suke is caught in Akito's flames, since he's a great fox, he doesn't seem to suffer. Akito's eyes were blazing seriously, and K-Suke nodded. Before I had realised, everyone has grown up. Even Akito and you. I thought you were a baby until recently. Isn't it too much to call us a baby? Akito starts to release him a little, and smirk a little. Akito, you choose. Whether you'll seal the power of the Byakuya, or you go back to the village of the fox and try to save the bloodline. K-Suke laid out the options to Akito and I. Basically I, because I'm going to have to choose. If you seal it now, then Akito will go back to the normal fox. I'll control the memory as much as I can, so you can sing in the human world. I can sing again. I heard Akito clicking his tongue nervously. If you seal him away and you wish to revive the village, as a chief, I'll help you. I'll teach you how to control unstable power. But if you're going to stay like that, then you won't be able to live amongst human beings from now on. Akito looked at himself. He turned into the great fox with his body. He won't be able to live in the human world. But K-Suke did. And he's a great fox. Akito and I were staring at each other silently. We haven't known each other for less than a year, but since then, so many things have happened. The first time I went to their concert, the photo shoot, the summer festival, shooting on the beach, and the aquarium. It happened not too long ago, but it's still nostalgic. My eyes stopped pricking with tears from the memory. Oh no, what do I say? Oh. Shit. If he goes back home to rebuild his village, that's it. Game over. It's done. But he could do that thing where like 12 months have passed and oh, I found a scroll or a tome that's a spell that allows us to live in the human world so I can have my power and I can have you. And if I say stay with me, then that's it. And he might resent us. Oh, what do I do? Right, hang on. I'm gonna cheat. Save. Save this shit. Yes. Let's see what happens. Come on, saving. Right, here we go. I am going to pick stay with me. There we go. I couldn't pick anything. Right, stay with me. Yes! If it's an up, it's a good thing. Both of them might be good endings, actually. I want you to stay with me forever. When I said that with a quivering voice from sobbing, Akito's eyes opened suddenly. I can see his beautiful golden eyes in tears. But if you say something like that, you'll be in trouble, right? What are you saying? I'm happy, of course. I don't want to let you go. Ah! We can grow lots of peppers together. I shook my head to Akito's words. I want Akito to choose the path with no regrets. It'll be the best for me, too. If it's about a music, maybe you might be able to sing in your village. Maybe you might find someone more important than me. Although his parents are intimidating, if they say Akito is now, and how much he's been doing his best, he'd be able to prove himself to them. What are you saying? At a time like this? I was desperately tolerating the tears that was about to overflow. I said again. Now, I know that you care about me, with that song. I know. I am also happy being together like this. I am happy, very much. But there are other things that are important for Akito. Oh! After I said that, I couldn't see anything anymore. It was hot and I was consumed in red. Then I realised I was hugged by Akito. Akito, you're burning up. I'm on fire! Apparently the magatama has some power left because my body hasn't been burned. Oh. Forget what I just said. But it was still pretty hot. I felt like I'd been burned by Akito's feelings. As I was crying, I run my hands down Akito's back. His tails are smooth and shining gold. It was very beautiful. Can't you understand my feelings, you stupid? Say that you don't want to leave me, or that you don't want to be around me anymore because I'm troublesome, or say the truth. Akito yelled at me. Say it! That's, I don't want to leave. You already know that. We were screaming tit for tat, but that was my truth. Akito looked at me surprised when I started to be in tears. I want to be together forever. I want to help Akito sing with everyone. As your assistant manager, I want to listen to your songs. Once I started to let it out, my inner thoughts that I was holding in came pouring out. But it's okay, these are my real thoughts, but I wasn't able to say them in the beginning. I wanted Akito to take a path that he wouldn't regret. Regret? You're a fool. You should have said that from the beginning. I wanted to hear that. I have always wanted to. Ah! Akito wrapped his arm around my back and brought me closer. We were holding each other closely. I felt like we were going to burn together. Yay! I love you. The sweet voice that whispered in my ear captured my heart from the day I went to the concert, and I had never let go. I love you too. K-Suke's just like, well, this is all good. Reluctantly, I have to decide now. Akito and me kissed Reluctantly, I have to decide now. Akito kissed me softly, and then on my eyelid, and also my earlobe. It gave me a tingle. K-Suke, I've decided. Please, lend me your power. Whichever he chooses, he needs K-Suke's power. Akito and I reached out for K-Suke in order to grab a future with 3 of us in it this time. Happy end! Yes! A did good! The magatama in my hands is like a husk now. Even though I have the blood of the fox and was descendant of the yin-yang master, I'm still an amateur. You fire the arrows like this. If you have set properly, I will support the timing and direction when you release it from behind, so don't worry. I was setting up a Hamea that attached with magatama towards Akito, being supported by a K-Suke. Akito, are you alright? I'm just going to shoot you with this arrow. I am nervous. I kept on thinking of Akito's safety. My hands holding the arrow trembled. I'll be fine. Trust me. No, trust me. I'm the one with the pointy arrow. If I can seal it again, then Akito will return to a normal fox. He'll be able to sing in the human world, and I'll be able to switch the memories. K-Suke said that would. But would it really be that easy? K-Suke, please? I started to pull the arrow back with my hand, supported by K-Suke from the back. I gazed at Akito, who closed his eyes and waited for the arrow. Please protect Akito. Byakuya! Cutting through the wind, the arrow struck Akito deeply in the chest. That moment, it blinked violently as it wrapped in gold powder. And he's dead. Where am I? Maybe it's another dream. It's myself, but a different myself from a dream. I've had so many dreams these days that I don't know whether I'm half asleep or not anymore. Where are we? But it's different from usual because I have Akito next to me. Akito, is that you? For realsies? I rushed and went closer. There were no tails or ears. It's Akito, in a human form, next to me, under the starry sky and the lily of the valley. Oh, I don't know you were going to be here. Is this inside the magatama? When the seal was broken, I think I saw this. I do not know. I see these dreams often. Mother? When I turned around because towards the voice, there was a smallish child standing alone. Huh? Mother? Mother, you got better so quickly. I'm happy to see you. Oh, is this a little baby? The child wrapped themselves around my legs and I was stunned. It's a boy, about 4 years old, who's wearing a high-quality kimono. Akito crouched and watched the face of a child who was hugging me. This kid, you. Are you a son of Byakuya? I smell the same types of power. Byakuyas! The child looked up at me and looked at Akito shocked. This must be the child that was in my stomach. Do you know where my father is? Do you know where my mother? Do you know my mother? The child regretfully looked at me and I felt sorry for him. Oh, this one. She just looks similar. What's your name, kid? And what happened to your mother? My name is Suhu Haku. My mother has been sick and just lies on the bed every day after my father left. So I will work hard for my mother and become a great yin-yang master. K-Suke, who is raising me, has become a shikinami, conjured beings that are connected to the spiritual force of their master. The child firmly declared with pride. They seem to be growing well and clever to boot. You are going to be a strong yin-yang master. You are going to protect humans. Akito strokes the child's head. But a child between humans and a mystical creatures are born with twice as much power as the parents. So I want to use this power for both humans and mystical creatures. What? A child between a human and a mystic creature has double power? Yes! I've never heard that before. Akito also looked surprised. So that's why Yuki is... Suddenly Yuki's name comes up and I tilt my head. Is Yuki a half-human? I remembered the first time we met, Yuki was the only one who was trusting of me. Yeah, his family doesn't have much power as a fox, but yeah, now I can understand the reason. Hey, Suzuhaku, where are you? It's time for your training. K-Suke's calling me. I have to go back now. Suzuhaku bowed to us and left. We couldn't see K-Suke, who was waiting further away, but I felt like he was smiling. My head hurt. As soon as I noticed and opened my eyes, I was sleeping with a stone as a pillow. I had concussion. Akito also woke up next to me. Hey, K-Suke, why'd you use a stone as a pillow? It's better just sleeping on the ground. You really are insensitive about small details, aren't you? When Akito rubbed his head and starting waking up, we noticed that there was no ears. Akito, ears! You're able to hold in. Great, we've succeeded. Yeah, I'm so glad. Akito held me tightly. The magatama was swaying around and emitting a soft light. Oh yeah, K-Suke, do you know a child named Suzuhaku? Akito held me in his arms and turned to K-Suke. That's the child between Byakuya and her ancestor, the one I raised. You met him inside the magatama? Yeah, he was saying this. The child between Mystic Creature and a human has double the power of the parents. If that's real, then what can we understand about it, Yuki? Eh? Is it talking? Oh, I must have said that wrong. Hang on, where's the log? Yeah, he was saying this. The child between... If that's real, then what can we understand? Oh, what can we understand about Yuki? K-Suke seemed startled at Kito's words. I see. Byakuya. You did all this to protect her. No, her descendants until the end. Kito listened quietly to K-Suke's story, and he looked at me and slowly opened his mouth. Hey. What the fuck? What, like now? Just go in the shed and... Hey, will you carry my child? Imagine if you were in like a pub or in a bar. Hey, carry my child? What? I couldn't understand what I was asked for a moment, and I asked again in case I somehow misheard. Misheard. Oh, that's right. Can't guarantee that all the children are born with strong power, but if the child holds double the strength of Akito, then it's worth trying. Excuse me, I'm the one that's going to have the stretch marks. There's a possibility that the power of the human gene would be doubled, but there's half a chance we could produce a powerful child. Well, I'm happy, but... Apparently Akito was waiting for my reply and tried to hug me. But as my face was not smiling, Akito's spread arms stopped. What's wrong? Is there anything inconvenient? Yeah, K-Suke's standing right there. He's not watching. Let's put it that way, he's not going to be watching. Akito showed a little frustration with my reaction. Then K-Suke, who was standing behind Akito, burst out laughing. In my 1,000 years of living, I have never heard such an unromantic proposal. From the olden days during courtship, we used to write songs. You even made that hot ballad. That hot ballad. The Akito's face turned red all of a sudden. K-Suke, why are you listening to our conversation and laughing at me? You were the one, Akito, who suddenly began to propose in front of me. That's annoying. K-Suke kept on laughing, and I started to see the humour myself and laughed out loud too. It's a miracle that all three of us can be laughing together like this, the magatama hanging from my chest warmly shining with light. Oh, sad music. It's like a remix. This is the end. This is the end, guys. Since the office was unattended for a while, I need to clean thoroughly, top from bottom. When I opened the window for ventilation, and I heard the voice of a gardener. Spring is gradually approaching. I looked around the office sentimentally. On the wall, there were still scars from the wind when Akito's parents visited, and the sofa that everyone was sitting on all the time is still there. When I invited in the spring wind and made the room more airy, Akito and the others started to come into the office. Oh, you're moving pretty fast. How's your wound? As soon as Akito arrived, he started to worry about my health. Oh, you mean the scars on my shoulder? That's fine. I don't feel it much anymore. K-Suke cured me and the magatama has gone back to its original state. I felt a bit of pain in the back of my throat, but after I went to bed for one day, I think the magatama healed me back to usual. Long time no see. Oh, I really wanted to see you! Kasumi and Yuki came back a little early. I guess they're all excited about it too. What? Why is this place opened up this much? There are petals entering. Kosuke entered one step later, and he had a cherry blossom petal flew onto his shoulder. It's already a cherry blossom season. Time flies. K-Suke, who appears unexpectedly, already was by the window and looking up at the sky. This was just like old times. Oh, this coming spring is a revival of Foxia. Everyone started cleaning with damp cloths until Akito made an announcement. I'm so glad to be back again. I'm so glad you are unharmed, bro. Brosif. We haven't practiced in a long time. We should practice properly, otherwise we look ridiculous at our revival concert. Takashi will also come back. Right now, he's been managing another office, but he likes this headquarters the best. Today is the day with cheerful weather. We can start all over again. So has everyone forgot about Foxy, or have they just forgot about the incident? The incident that shall not be named. I'm so glad. When I look at everyone's face that I haven't seen for a long time, I became sentimental. Oh, please, keep those happy tears until the comeback concert. That's right, you'll be touched by all of our songs. Please look forward to it. Well then, we should make other new songs. What kind of song do you want to play next? Let's see. Members of Foxy are gathered for the first time in a long time. They are all seriously talking about their future. I remembered the lively expressions of the band at the last concert they played. that went terribly, terribly long. That ballad that you played on stage. You shouldn't waste that song by playing it only on that programme alone. I definitely want it to be released. Because it's about moi. Besides, on television, they only played until halfway due to the incident. So it's become legendary. That one. It's embarrassing to release it now. Akito murmured as he blushed a little bit. Why? It was such a beautiful song. It's a song for you. Akito's face gets redder. Well, if you haven't heard the entire song, now's your chance. Shall we play it for you next time? That's good. For our dear manager, I will be excited to play. Oh, hey, stop! K-Suke! Yuki! Shut up! Akito, even if you try to stop us, the song will be released anyway. Just give in, okay? I haven't seen everyone hanging out together for a while. I am so happy. Laughing with tears at the edge of our eyes, Akito brought me closer and whispered in my ear. If you really want to listen, then I'll sing it for you tonight, when we are alone. He unexpectedly whispers in a sweet voice, and it is my turn for my ears to turn red. K-Suke erased the memory from the industry-related people of that incident. However, it's difficult to erase each viewer's memory. Even though he knows everyone who was watching, if he erases all the memories from each person, then K-Suke's power would diminish. It'll be okay, as long as the people who are related to the industry accept and understand that it was all staged. We've told everyone that the band needed a break because of Akito's sickness in his throat. Those gossip magazines will probably report on it, but we can just deny everything. I appreciated Kosei and Kasumi's calm nature dealing with this. Pierre Rose's only purpose was to get rid of us from the industry. They haven't been TV these days anyway. Everyone knows that Akito obtained the magatama. When his huge power awakened, everywhere in the mystical creature world could feel it. I didn't know such a thing happened when the seal was broken. Anyway, I just need to win people over through our songs. Everyone has clearer expressions on their faces. I've been an assistant manager until now. She's finally accepted it the whole bloody playthrough. I think episode 1 she was an assistant manager. Then since then, she was manager. Finally, she's acknowledged she's an assistant manager. But I'll be officially your manager from now on and keep protecting you. Oh, finally, it's acknowledgement. When I said that, Akito quietly spoke with a gentle voice. At first, I thought that it would be horrible to have a human manager, and I didn't trust you saying that you would protect us. But you were right. We've been protected by you. Akito. Akito's hand gently touches my cheek. When I felt that warmth, I drew my cheek closer, but was startled by a sudden coughing noise. You guys, do that outside the office. My heart pounded just watching you. I hope you guys have lots of children soon. Oh, creepy gremlin. Yuki's innocent words made Akito and I blush. Please, give birth to a strong and kind child. We will protect and raise it as the next chief of the village. Even you, Kasumi. Damn. Damn. Aww. Akito, who seems upset that we've been teasing him, suddenly hugged me tightly. Hey, wait, Akito, what are you doing? In front of everyone? Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. Akito started to whisper in my ear in a low voice. I felt a chill that's not from coldness. The tingling ran down my spine and into my heart. Akito. Ah! Before I can slowly close my eyes, Akito's lips caught my lips. It makes my heart pound with the soft warmth and glow of Akito's eyes as he shut them slowly. I will never let you go. So be prepared. Even 1,000 years or 2,000 years, we'll always be together. Okay, I'll always be next to you, Akito. Sandwiched between the two of us, the magatama was gently pulsing and shining like it's sensing the new life between us. Is that it? Oh, that's it! Oh! Damn, so there's some revelations in that one. So Blanche is a weeny bit fox. She's a yin-yang master. Kosei is now normal. There's still parts of that story I still don't quite get. But that was fun. That was fun. And there was times where I was like, shit, what's going to happen? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this playthrough of Ayakashi. It's over. It's done. Thank you for sticking around. If you have enjoyed this video and also this playthrough, then please drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this. And subscribe for some more content. I don't know whether this company makes any more roleplay games like this, but I might do another one in the future. You never know. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining. Subscribe for some more content, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.